Before granting audience to the African Development Bank chief, President Muhammadu Buhari addressed high-level meetings at the Conference on Climate Change, drawing attention to the various climatic challenges facing Africa and Nigeria, especially the issue of Lake Chad. He told the participants that for Africa, as the most exposed region, to realize her aspirations for inclusive growth, sustainable development and prosperity, the continent must be supported to play a fundamental role in the implementation of the Paris Agreement on climate change through improved access to global climate financing. At the meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari, Dr. Adesina said African Development Bank is encouraged by the leadership being provided by the Nigerian leader, as well as his thoughts on what can be done, which he said is in sync with the priorities of the bank.
Africa is estimated to have to, need about anything between $14 and $17 billion a year between now and 2050 to adapt to that climate change. And so I exchanged some ideas and thoughts with Mr. President about how it's very important to have an insurance mechanism in Africa that will insure African countries against these catastrophic risks. As you know, the bank has supported Nigeria, quite strongly. As I've said many times, Nigeria is too big to fail. We'll continue to provide that support. So Mr. President's leadership on that is crucial.
Dr. Akinwumi Adesina said the African Development Bank is also soliciting the support of President Muhammadu Buhari in addressing the high rate of malnutrition in Africa.
I did ask for Mr. President's support in leading an effort to end the issue of malnutrition. Malnutrition costs Africa today roughly $25 billion a year. And sometimes because when you see a child that is not as tall as they should be for their age, we just kind of overlook that. But in fact, stunted children today will lead to stunted economies tomorrow. And so Mr. President is quite concerned about that, for some of the areas in the northeast and northwest of Nigeria. And so we discussed about that, which is, I think, his leadership is going to be very important.
Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari has returned to Abuja after the 4-day visit to Marrakesh, Morocco. He was received on arrival at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport by the Minister of the FCT, Muhammad Musa Bello, the Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris, and other senior government officials.
It was a good experience in Marrakesh. I saw the passion of Mr. President and all the signatories to the Paris Agreement on climate change, especially the devastating effect on Nigeria.
The president was accompanied on the visit by the governors of Plateau and Jigawa states, as well as some ministers. In Abuja, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.